said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Utes will kick it away to start. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gets the back moving, keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Try to get it to the edge. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
The Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Running into the open space. Hits the afterburners. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. quarterback part of their running game.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, but he just decided to take off.
And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Dalman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Touchdown, Utah! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Using his feet. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the move. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off.
How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it on the left. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hauls it in. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. They'll run for it on third and short. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go.
They want to run it left here. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
So now it's second and long. Calls his own number. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the move. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Passing on the field goal try. Ball at the 10, and here they come to go for it on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Black 24. Black 24. Jackrabbit.
Motion from the back. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves trailing, turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
On On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll toss it to the left.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Of 2. 2nd down.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got the first down, looking for more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They're dealing with a second and long. Defense not showing press coverage. Second down, he'll throw it. Fire it to the right, complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Alleman. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Corner's going to give them room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Utes will hustle to the line. From the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Number 11, set to kick it off.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. This is a design run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Timeout, Utah.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Green 25.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill.
Coming onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Runs through the tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry up.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Alleman. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run the toss. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try to get outside. Powers through the defender. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Toss sweep right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Ernie on the Jets. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
A designed run for the quarterback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Brings up second down.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll send the back in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
On the set.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead.
Gets away from one. He's got space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Now I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He's taking a deep shot. And he's got it at the 30. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw again. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 17.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
From the 30-yard line on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it back. Hits him with a stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that can feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every